Hey, it's Bev, your deep dive coach. And this month, we are diving deeper by intentionally writing our story of 2020 in order to create our intended 2021. Happy New Year, by the way. I know, don't hate me. It's the first day of a shiny new year, and I'm telling you to go back to last year. Stay with me. I have a very good reason. I've been coaching for about 10 years now, maybe more, and I've watched this pattern over and over. Throughout the year, we do our work consistently to achieve our goals, manage our experience with awareness and exploration. And then a new year comes, January 1st, and we decide to throw it all out, pretend it never happened, start over. We have a blank slate. We buy a new journal. We set new goals. We create new possibility. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I have found that the strongest determinant of how 2021 is going to go for you is the story you tell about 2020, the year you just lived. No matter what comes up for you in 2021, the way you tell the story of how you handled 2020 is the strongest influence on how you will handle 2021. And I'm not just talking about it because 2020 was a year. I'm talking about every year. This is the same pattern and it's the same determinant. So what I did because of this was the last 2 weeks of 2020, I did an exercise with all my clients and my groups. It was so exciting and uplifting. They've all been doing it with their group, their clients and their groups and their coaching businesses. And it's so fun. And I want you to join this party for sure. Because by now it's been done with about 1,000 clients and the energy is building that I know of. Okay, so get a pen and paper or open your voice memo if you're prepared to talk, but I like to see it so you don't let any sneaky little thoughts creep in. And write the story of 2020 with you as the hero and the warrior. Now, I do not mean warrior as in WORRIER. And I'm telling you this because I assigned this to my groups and they were going to post it on Slack. And one person wrote how she was a hero, amazing. And then she wrote how she worried. So it's my accent, of course. So I just want to tell you, you are going to write the story of how you were the hero, HERO, and the warrior, WARRIOR. All right. I know that every headline we read agrees that it was a terrible year. Despite that, this is not a fact. It was a year. And I want you to focus only on you for this exercise. How were you a hero this year? How were you a warrior? Leave everything else out. Seriously. Your story of how you write it is going to determine how you show up in 2021. You focus on all the ways you were a hero and you will be more of a hero this year. I know you can find it. Big or small, it does not have to be a hero out in the world. It could have been internal. It could have been external. I do not care. But I know you can find it because I did this with the 30 people that I work with deeply on a regular basis. And then, like I said, they went and did it with their people. As long as you open yourself up to the possibility, if you are watching this video, you were a hero and a warrior this year. Borrow my belief in you. I know you were. I know you were other things too. But for this exercise and the rest of this month, you tell your 2020 story with you as hero and warrior. Okay, I'm going to share. How many am I sharing with you? I'm going to share 3 from our clients because I just love them so much. All right, client 1. 2020 was the year I hit my impossible goal of 100K and then almost doubling it while publishing my 3rd book and becoming a master coach. It was the year I decided to be the one to support my family's dreams through the realization of my own. It was the year I learned how to spend quality time with my children and my husband, feeling present and connected without the fear I wasn't enough. 2020 was the year that I stopped telling myself the lie that a truly spiritual life can't exist alongside monetary goals. And it's the year I help my clients make the same connection and start creating their wildly beautiful life too. I feel proud of what I was able to create this year and cannot wait to see what story I write about 2021. Right? Okay, story 2. My story of 2020. I was a hero in that I had fun the whole time. I created without a lot of stress and drama. Everything that succeeded most came from that. I had so much belief in my goal, and that's what made it fun for me. I created feelings of clear and doable for myself. Every time I was believing in myself the most was when it was the easiest. When I wasn't believing in myself, I took care of myself and went into nurturing mode first and didn't try to force it. I got to loved, secure, held, and then from that, I was able to go back to work. I got into the luxury of being a successful business owner, shifted from hustler on budget, piecing things together and doing it myself to I'll pay premium and have a bed day while other people do it. Bed day. Awesome. I want a bed day. My husband brings her food in bed when she has bed days. All right, moving on. Here's what she said about warrior. I was a warrior in that I did so many scary things this year. I went to a lot of unknown lands. I created 3 new programs. I shut down a hugely engaged free group. It's hard to believe it was just 1 year. Next year is easy and done and way simpler. The math is so simple. Amazing, right? You can see the way she's telling the story of 2020 has already created the way she's going to do 2021. Okay, last one. My story of 2020. It was the year that allowed me to go quiet, and I used that to deal with some things I'd been wanting to deal with for a long time. I've done actually really well this year. I've really taken care of my parents well and significantly improved my relationship with them. I've changed the way I think about myself profoundly. It was a year of seeing how far I've come. I was able to support myself and my parents and employees and hundreds of people around the world. I created a new book. I had brilliant ideas that will keep me going for another 4 projects. I rediscovered my deep joy of reading for my own pleasure. I took care of myself well this year. I've been a really good person to be around for my partner as he was doing his work. I made strides in being able to identify how I feel. I gave testimony to an independent inquiry despite my fears. I bought some really nice clothes, did a gourmet cookery course, and learned a new language. I let myself feel loss and not make it mean anything, and felt all my feelings without turning them against myself. I was a hero this year. So were you. Go find it and go tell it.